Hey there, my friends. This is Robin Hood, and today I will be bringing you another one versus one that I just recently played in Shogun 2 Total War. So once again, sadly, I got a medium funds battle. I don't know what it is, but these are all I ever get. And for every one large funds, I get about 5 medium funds. So don't know, but this one was kind of interesting. Generals getting sniped by artillery there, which is back here. Veteran parrot gun. But yeah, my army, I have this Yari key, two of them, I believe three white bears, or yeah, two white bear infantry, one black bear, two imperial infantry, and a Tosa rifleman, a spear levy, and my general. My opponent has these Tosa riflemen and Kaihetai. I guess that's how it's pronounced, but yeah, those are skirmish units. Saber Cav, Yariki, Red Bear, and Imperial Infantry, his general. Then he's got this Carbine Cav and another Yariki, which is hidden here. So, knowing this map, we each went for our own dojos. I have the Shrine, he has the Melee dojo, so really I got the better end of that deal. But because of the way this map is set up, it's pretty much terrible. It's going to end up, sitting and fighting across the river, and no one wants to make the first move because you'd be stupid to attack uphill when they have their full force. So it, is a lot of whittling down their forces before you attack. So this battle's quite long, and I am going to fast forward through some of it. But right away here, I went and moved up. Right here I was actually in range of his carbine cav, and I realized that, so I moved out of the way and avoided most of the casualties, and I am going to charge in, hit these guys. He's bringing over his other Yari key, and he gets a few more kills with that carbine cav, but I'm going to slam into that, and I have a cav unit coming in the woods here, and then I turn to meet these guys that charged out. He has the more veteran unit, so his group is going to win that. But I am ordering both groups to push through and get to this artillery, because knowing that this map is going to be a sitting fight, I did not want to, his artillery would have made me attack him. And I do have the better infantry corps, but, he would have shredded at least two of my units before I could line up and fire, especially with these extra range. And these guys, if he moved into the woods, I would have to move very close like he does in order to actually fire, since his troops would be hidden. So here I got a nice shot on his general unit with mine. And my cavalry is holding out as well as it can, but his cav's going to win. So he has all this cavalry, Saber Cav, Yariki, and this very beat up Carbine Cav, which I am going to deal with. And I start messing around over here with this spear levy. So, I thought he was actually going to charge them and I would get to kill them with the spear levy, but he turns away there. And as you can see, our main infantry bodies are still hidden. I have this Tosa riflemen in the woods, though. They can fire while hidden, so if he decided to make a move, I would get the best of that. And his artillery really didn't do anything. He got a few scattered kills back here. And then these guys. So you can see he was sending his carbine cav over to shoot at the spear levy, and he successfully kills 5 of them. And this is a throwaway unit anyway. And I rout his carbine cav with my general here. And then I thought these guys were going to charge in his general. They come up to take a shot also, and my general is just going to shred these guys. Almost rout his general, get him down to very few troops. And I chase a little bit, but then turn back because he is sending forward. Although this is a Saber Cav, still not smart to get engaged with. So I'm going to fast forward at this point for a bit. You can see that he has this other Cav unit, was trying to catch it. He's moving everything over. And at this point he starts moving these units over in order to get rid of my spear levy, but I pull them back. So you can see it's just across the river over here. You can see I have my general. He's just running up and firing a few shots at these guys. Got 2 kills, so nothing much. But I have one more ranged unit than him, which is my general. His general does not yet have extended range, does he? Nope. So I am basically just using that to my advantage here, trying to whittle away some of his troops. And here was a mistake on his part. He tried to use his extended range to actually kill me here. And guys, sorry about that, got interrupted there, but I'm back. You can see his troops moved up, and my guys, you would think since he has 150 range too, since I'm in range he would be, but that's the thing. My men are hidden, and these guys, the Tosa riflemen, can fire while hidden, so he's just standing here, basically, essentially, on his screen, having absolutely nothing shoot at him, because all that's happening is little puffs of smoke. And over here, my general is once again firing at this infantry, getting some good hits there. So I about rout this Tosa rifleman, and I did not get any kills on this unit. But like I said, it's just a lot of back and forth stuff across this river. Moving with my general, just trying to get shots in. Not all that much going on. He has the cavalry advantage though. So if our lines do get engaged, he has a major advantage in disrupting mine. And here I tried to move forward some of these guys to see if I couldn't get some shots on some of his men. So you see them there, hidden in these trees, and they are going to try to move forward, but they end up becoming unhidden when I move them forward more. And over here, so that I can move farther to the flank with my general, I am moving over this white bear. So these guys are going to line up in order to support my general there. And, you know, as I've told you guys before, I like battles where there's a lot of maneuvering, but not this kind of battle where it's just, I mean, I have the better army, but it's stupid for me to attack across the river because of his cavalry. Once my lines are engaged, he can go crazy, and it's stupid for him to attack across the river, so there's really nothing that can happen. And that's just really kind of annoying, but you can see my general here getting a lot more good shots, all these guys going down. And, you know, the battles I like is where there's a lot of cav maneuvering, and in order to win, you know, both opponents are evenly matched, so it takes a while, or terrain. Not necessarily this kind of terrain. This map, just to me, is probably the worst map in the game. But, you know, you get it sometimes, mainly because one side always ends up with a good dojo. For me, it was the shrine. That's good, but not that big of a deal this time. But sometimes one side ends up with the archery dojo, and in Fall of the Samurai, that is terrible to be on the receiving end of the archery dojo. So, you know, this map's just really unbalanced to me, and it usually either involves a really quick battle where one side, say this guy had the archery dojo, I would have to rush across to try to stop him from getting it and end up getting caught here, or where it ends up in a shootout like this. Here he moved forward again, and my Tosas are going to go crazy. And he is moving his cavalry onto my right flank, or my left flank, my bad. So, you know, that's might be a good decision, but I mean, he has no support for this cavalry over the river, so I am turning some troops to fight it, moving my spears, and here you can see my Tosa still firing. These guys are still hidden. Got some shots on these red bears, so now they are damaged. And over here, his cavalry moved up, and I am going to get a volley into them. Killed 10 of them. And he is going to charge them here. So I'm sending forward my spears, and these guys are on guard mode, so they will stay in their line and continue firing even though there is cavalry hitting their center. And he sends one unit, his best Yariki, around the flank to go after my general, so I am turning these units to fight them and start firing. And I turned around the rest of my line, and I have these guys over here lined up to fire, so my general is going to escape that one. And these guys are going to get mowed down. Back here, my spears finished them up. So I didn't really lose that many troops. And now he lost his one advantage, the cavalry. So at this point, I saw that I had pretty much the advantage, and that's what I was waiting for. in this kind of battle, one opponent has to make a mistake, you know, and that was the mistake there. So we could sit here all day and skirmish, and he also moved an infantry unit over, his Imperial infantry. There they are. But you know, in this kind of battle, one opponent has to make a mistake, and generally in most battles, you can be just outright outplayed, but a lot of times someone makes a mistake that loses the battle, whether they know it or not. You know, sometimes what would be a successful move ends up being a mistake because of how your opponent plays, but in this kind of battle, someone has to make a mistake for you to win, and he did that there with the cavalry, sending them over unsupported. And now my general is going to rout this unit before it can get back. And as you can see here, I am going to get shredded crossing this river. My men are just going to go down. So, I mean, even though I have the much better infantry corps army, you can just see that had I attacked while he was at full strength with that unit over here and those cav, it would have not ended well for me. These guys are getting the crap shot out of them. But he focused all of his fire on them because his other two infantry units, or what, one? I think one. Maybe I routed one with my general, not sure. But would have been here to shoot at these guys, and I get a suppressive fire down. And although these guys have the better position, I'm going to mow them down, and I have units on the flank now. So you can see, though, these units are getting pretty shot up. But once they line up and can actually fire, once again, reshuffling, it's going to be pretty much over. So, yeah, there they go, opening fire on the flank, and that is that. My spears went in. So we'll take a look at the results of that battle. And right there, you know, my opponent did well. I had to get rid of his artillery, or else he would have had every advantage, so I lost my cavalry in doing so. But in the end, his mistake of sending the cavalry across the river unsupported is what cost him the battle, and that we've all done stuff like that. I've done it. You know, you think you have an opportunity, but you end up not, and I didn't think he wanted that engagement, but my infantry started shooting at him, so I don't think he thought he was in range, and that his reaction to that was to charge. You can see top units general and my Tosas. For him, these Kaihetai, I think that's it. And yeah, that's that. But otherwise, guys, I hope you enjoyed that battle, and I will see you guys next time with some more. Thank you for watching.